Go to the start.
That's the start of the 3000 meter A final for the women. 27 laps. And we'll see some battles out on the ice here in Tilburg. This is Sander Velsboer, which will be the closest skater, Ariana Fontana. Seat number 43 for Team Hungary, Maja Dora Somodi. We see the Dutch leading the way. Oh, and the fall already there for Team France and Team Hungary. Early in the race already. That means that we only have 2 teams left, which will be a big battle out here on the ice between the Dutch and the Italians. Between all contenders, these were the teams to battle it out. Favored for the European title, but in the back, not on the screen, but in the stadium, we see the French and the Hungarians trying to close that gap again. Can they get back? We see also the yellow marker on the bottom left of the screen to see if we need to have a video review in the end of this A final. Now we focus on the A final itself. Again, Velsboer against Fontana in the track, as we see the exchange to Zoe Deltrap and Martina Valichepina. Looks to be too big of a gap towards the French and the Hungarian team, but out of the video, it is the French and the Hungarians getting back together and will be competing for that 3rd place for the medals. Let's see if they can get back to the leaders. This Velsboer leading the way for Dutch Lions. We'll see the exchange to Fontana for the Italian Gladiators. Against, of course, the skater Samra Velsboer. Italians against Team Netherlands, as we're almost halfway these 3000 meters for the women. A final event of today. Now the speed is picking up. 9.2 in the lap time. Selma Poutsma. It is competing against Elisa Confortola. Selma Poutsma picking up some speed. Confortola and trying to stay close. See Jara Betty. This is, of course, Elisa Confortola. Jara Betty just made the exchange with Confortola, and she makes the exchange on Fontana. As Fontana stays close to Samra Velsboer. Speed not really picking up yet. We'll see some faster lap times. Can the Dutch take home that European title in their home country and beat the defending champions, Team Italy, as we head towards the final laps of this 3000 meter relay. 5 more laps to go for the Dutch. Team Italy closely behind as they try to make a move, try to set up that move on the inside. Here they come, Team Italy trying to make a move on the inside. Velsboer defending heavily and still has the lead. Team Netherlands leading the way. The Dutch Alliance in front as we have the final 2 laps for Sandra Velsboer for the Dutch Lions. Fontana for the Italian Gladiators trying to set up that move as we head to the final lap. It is Velsboer leading. Fontana closes that gap on the way to the finish. It is the Dutch Lions winning the 3000 meter women's relay and beating the defending Italian Gladiators. What a race from the Dutch. Fontana closing that gap in the final meters and final laps of this 3000 meter relay. Like the other teams got in the way just a bit. She couldn't set up that move. on the finish line. As the Dutch celebrate their win with the home crowd here, IJsportcentrum Tilburg. You see that strange move early in the race. Both blades seem to be catching each other between the French and the Hungarian team. Means that we had two teams left, the Dutch leading it from the beginning. The Italians staying behind, drafting as much as possible, trying to make that move in the final few laps. In the end, the gap was a bit too much, and Veldsburg took home the win for the Dutch Lions. We have a decision from the head referee.
Final decision, yellow card, Team France.
We have a yellow card for Team France. That may be the impeding of the race that we saw in that final corner. Here we see it. It is the impeding of the race on Fontana, avoiding her to make a move in that final corner on the Dutch. Unfortunate for her, unfortunate for the Italians. Couldn't make the move. So impeding of the race means that when you are a lap behind, you avoid other teams or get in the way of other teams that are still in the race. The French women not happy with that decision. But clearly you could see the Italian Fontana had to stop her action, had to stop her move on Sandra Veldsburg. Therefore, Veldsburg easily taking it home for the Dutch Lions. As we move towards the replay of the action in this A final, Veldsburg, important defending action on the number 22, Elisa Confortola. That made sure that there was a bit of a gap between the Dutch and the Gladiators.